never.
Alright, hey, what is going on, guys? Ali here, back again with another review video for you guys today for the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2, Episode 5, I believe, and it's called Hourai, and it's pretty much like, you know, the reveal of who she actually is, which at the same time, like the moment that you hear that she's, you know, by the bad guy, you know, with the glasses and the gray hairs, of which, like, who is pretty much who's the book hero. That's what he is, like a grimoire or a tome hero, which he's like a vassal hero, just like, you know, Glass, just like Lard, I believe isn't it, that's his name? Oh, Lars. I said Lard. I don't know why I said Lard, but Lars and Teresa or Therese. And again, and that whole banter in the beginning, well, not banter, but like seeing them a little bit in the beginning, like, you know, we got to see that, like, obviously we could have known through the beginning of the episode that, or the end of last episode, that they clearly weren't going to fight Naofumi. They're obviously there for a certain reason, and the reason being that the guy with the glasses, who's that book hero or whatever, is like going to several other worlds to like take that world's like spirit guardian and take the power for his own, and he's been doing this for several other places, and it would also affect or pretty much affect negatively you know, Lars, Therese, and Glass's home world, because he's actually from their world. So that was very interesting to like know about, for the revelation and whatnot, and like that's why they are there. So that was something that, like, you know, we kind of had like an inkling of why they were there, not obviously not to fight Naofumi and stuff, but yeah, seeing that in the beginning. But also, before I even go any further, may the 4th be with you guys. It's May 4th. It's been a long while since I've had coffee, and again, like, getting back to the episode or the review, I enjoyed the episode. I liked the episode. It wasn't my absolute favorite episode, obviously, because there wasn't like too much, like, there obviously was a bunch of stuff that happened, like when they were going like deeper and deeper into the spirit tortoise. You know, Ulst is having like her memory and her mind is being clearer and clearer and whatnot. And like the beginning of the episode when they met Lars, Therese, and Glass again, which like that whole like interaction I thought was somewhat enjoyable. But then, like, seeing like what Naofumi said, which makes complete sense, that like obviously, like, you know, Lars said let's team up for the time being, like a truce, and like Naofumi's like, I'm not gonna truce or team up with somebody who I'm gonna eventually have to kill later on, or they're gonna try to commit. Like, I'm not doing that. That's not. No, I'm never gonna do that. But you guys can do whatever you want. I don't care what you guys do. I'm here to take out the spirit tortoise. You do whatever you guys need to do and whatnot. And, you know, that's really Naofumi's character. He's like, I don't trust you. I don't care what you do. Just, like, he's like, no, I'm not going to team up with you. I don't trust you and stuff. But you can do whatever you want. If you're clearly not here to take us out, you can do whatever you want. And so he leaves, and you see that expression on, like, for a little bit, you see Raftalia's face. She's, like, a little worrisome because, like, I feel like she really, really connected with Therese, you know, last season before, like, they realized that they were supposed to, like, kill them and whatnot. But more so, you see Naofumi's face, right? That Lars was pretty legitimately, quite literally, Naofumi's only guy buddy, like, guy friend in this entire thing. Like the first season stuff, he's the only dude that Naofumi had ever connected with and ever had a good time with. So you see this in like Naofumi's face when Lars is leaving. Lars and Therese and Glass are leaving to go do their own thing, to take out the other dude, which what's his name? I got the name right here. What's it? Kyo Ethnina, which is the Tomoe hero, the book hero. When they're all going off to find him, you see Naofumi's face being like he hates it because that was actually somebody that was quite clearly going to be his true, like, you could say his male best friend in this isekai world when he gets isekai'd here. Like, he was very clearly going to be friends with him. And just to see that, at the end of season 1 when he betrayed him and stuff, and then seeing here where he's like, I'm not going to trust somebody when I'm not going to form a truce with somebody who I'm clearly going to kill later on. I'm going to have to kill. And Lars is like, makes sense, obviously makes sense. So he leaves, and Naofumi's face looks a little saddened, looks a little distraught and stuff. So seeing that little subtle expression of Naofumi was something that I thought was very, very good. Like, I liked it. I liked that they gave just such a subtle expression to Naofumi, but at the same time, it's an expression that means like a lot and whatnot. So I loved that, and I loved how like the queen like told all of the other all the other commanders and whatnot that like Naofumi and his party is within the spirit tortoise to destroy its heart and to like finally kill it and everything. And she becomes like, she's saying that Melvin Mark will take up the helm of like the soldiers in the front lines and to bolster the soldiers and men and whatnot. And like she really is like a badass. The Queen of Melmark truly is a badass. And then Claire's right there with her and whatnot, and they both look like so badass with their armor and everything. It's like really cool to see, and I loved it. I love that special moment, and the commanders all are like immediately like, no time to argue. Yeah, you are the one. You are the one to head them and to bolster their, like, inspire them, the soldiers, the men and stuff. So that was really awesome to see. Now, going to what Hourai and all of them are doing. They head to where the heart is of the spirit tortoise, and it's not actually the heart. And what's funny was that like that Kyo guy was like making was he making the fake hearts? I believe either he was making or creating the fake hearts, or the spirit tortoise itself was making those fake hearts or something to like lead Lars and Glass and Therese around. Like they are considered like the muscle brains of like their world with like Kyo, which seems kind of funny to me because Therese seems like a very smart person, and Lars seems like he's sort of smart, but he's more of like obviously just a jock, like muscle brain dude. And then there's Glass, who seemed very smart, but at the same time she's very like antsy and like she's very antsy about like saving her world and stuff, like desperation kind of like vibe with her in her head and stuff. And I don't know, that was funny. And then Naofumi's like talk, or just quick quick comment about Glass's like outfit and how she looks like. He's like, what's up with that? Like, she just to lighten the mood a little bit with Raftalia and stuff. So like, just the tiny subtle things that Naofumi was doing in this episode is something that like I really enjoyed, from like, him feeling a little, sad with that quick expression about like Lars and whatnot, and then that whole thing just trying to lighten the mood a little bit, I thought was really good. And I enjoyed like most of it with like, Ulst finding out that like Ulst being pretty much, she's kind of like the embodiment of the spirit tortoise, but actually not. Like, she is the closest to the spirit tortoise's core that you can get. So you can consider her, like what Kyo said, that you can consider her like the spirit tortoise itself, which like for a split second or even just a half second, you kind of were a tiny bit shocked, but then also at the same time, you're like, oh wait, that would make sense that she was, because when we first meet her, she said, please kill me. And then she's leading them around the spirit tortoise to try and kill the spirit tortoise, telling them how to kill the spirit tortoise and stuff like that. And then, like, how different she was with all the other familiars, or how she is with, like, how different she is compared to the other familiars and stuff. And, like, the tattoo that she has on her chest. And, like, all of these things kind of, like, obviously leading up to her being, like, the actual tortoise. But and also because, like, her heart itself was hurting when Nafumi and or not Nafumi when Philo and Raphtalia cut the heart. It was hurting Ulst's heart, like on her left side. It was hurting her. So obviously her heart is connected to that, which makes it like even more like a realization of like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense that she is kind of, you could say, the embodiment of the spirit tortoise. And just seeing her like that. And also Kyo being like the snarky, book smart dude, like this whole, like it was so funny that like him and Naofumi bantering back and forth with each other, and like Kyo talking about how those three other heroes are just stupid, or just like idiots, like going around trying to destroy all the hearts that are like just popping up here and there and stuff, which was really funny. Like Kyo seems like a very snarky, like, you know, stick up his a hole like type of person, and very snarky, and wants to get a rise out of people. But it seems like he said Naofumi has a provoke resistance, so it doesn't bother him whatsoever, which is very interesting too. And like just to hear him like trying to be snarky to Naofumi, and then Naofumi trying to be snarky to him, he's like, I don't care what you're doing, like I don't care what you're trying, like he's asking, like, let's cut to right to the chase. What are you doing here? And then the book guy's like, why would I ever tell you what I'm doing here? Like, why would I do that? Why would I tell you why I'm here? Like what? I'm not gonna tell you my goal. And then Naofumi's like, you know what? I really don't care and stuff. And like the whole interaction between them was like really, really funny. And then like we get to like the deepest depths of the spirit tortoise by way of Ulst's powers and whatnot, and everybody kind of realized, like Risha, which was very interesting, that like Naofumi and Risha pretty much realized who Ulst was, but like Philo didn't know whatsoever. But Raphtalia started to realize now that like, oh my gosh, Ulst, don't tell me like that you are the spirit tortoise and whatnot. So like just to see, like, you know, Risha and Naofumi are kind of like the really smart ones, and then Raphtalia is a little bit, and then obviously Philo is a bird. She's bird brained, so she's not going to realize it really that much at all. And just realizing like what she is and everything, and that she hasn't disappeared, even though the spirit tortoise, like, you know, they destroyed its heart and whatnot. And that's kind of like how the episode ends, where like they're all the way at the deepest depths of the spirit tortoise. And I'm very interested to see where the next episode like goes. And again, I like this episode. I thought it was enjoyable. I don't think it was obviously the best episode or anything. There's mostly not too much really happened, except the revelation of Ulst, who she really is, which, like, at the same time, again, it seemed like it would have been a big reveal, but at the same time, it would make sense that she is pretty much the embodiment of the spirit tortoise. And Kyo's character seems very interesting. Honestly, funny with how he talks. Like, very, very unorthodox from a villain, because he doesn't say anything that he's trying to do and stuff. He's like, I don't care what. I'm not going to explain myself. Why would I explain myself to you? So I thought that was like really funny. It was kind of emotional. I got a little emotional when Raphtalia started crying a little bit, and Risha, and seeing Risha's face and whatnot. Not crying, but I started to get a little emotional when I saw Raphtalia crying, that like she's gonna cut the heart and then Ulst is gonna disappear and stuff. So that was very emotional, and like things that Ulst was thinking about, that like, if I'm just a familiar who's supposed to take these souls, why do I care? Why do I have these emotions of me caring so much for these people, that I'm supposed to like these people and their smiles when I'm supposed to take their lives and stuff? Like, why do I feel these emotions and everything? There's no point in saving a world when the people living in that world are being killed by me. Like, I'm the cause of them dying to save the world. But if the world is saved and what I'm doing is taking souls, where are the souls? What souls are left if the world is saved? Like, there's no point. So it was very interesting to hear all that conversation. She decided, like, you know, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to pretty much forsake all these people and all their smiles and stuff. they're meant to be the ones to be protected and everything. So I'm gonna do that. That was very interesting. Seeing the whole episode, like the whole episode was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't amazing. It was just good. It was just enjoyable for it. Like one of the least, I would say, of the season that was enjoyable. I think last episode, I believe, was really good, or the episode before that was really great when everybody was fighting the spirit tortoise. I thought that was awesome. Yeah, and again, it was enjoyable. But what did you guys think about this episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about this episode, your thoughts about what I said and everything. Leave a like if you liked the episode. Anything that I had to say that you enjoyed, leave a like. Leave a like if you like this review. Leave a like if you like me in general. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy. Ladies, stay sassy. But most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty. Alright, so peace and love, and I will see you all later with the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Plus, ultra, lot, home, shield, bro. Oh, man. Excited for next episode. Hopefully it's going to be really, really good, really enjoyable. We're going to see an epic fight maybe with the book hero or whatever. So the Tomoe hero and everything, the Tomoe vassal, the book vassal. And I'm excited to see where this goes. Excited to see Lars and Therese and Glass, see what happens with them. I actually love Glass's hairstyle and stuff. But anyways, peace out, and I'll see you guys later.